Let's say you go to your crony, Judge Carson, and you say to him, what? What do you say to him? Every piece of evidence I trotted by you was falsified? Did you admit that you're a liar? Then what? Then the focus of this custody, your son, is now left with a father who was a vindictive liar and a mother who was supposedly emotionally unstable. Now, how the hell do you think that's going to trickle down the legal system, Adam? How do you think that's going to sit?
He could wind up a ward of the state.
That's exactly what he could wind up.
It happens.
Neither one of you get custody, and this poor kid, this poor innocent child, gets left in a foster home. Now, is that what you want? Because it can, as Trevor says, it can happen.
You convinced? Maybe you should stop trying to run the show. All right. We'll get him back. But we'll do it my way.
Baby's back in a big way, boys.
A knight in shining armor.
Anybody who doesn't like it can leave.
So what's our next move?
Excuse me, if I'm not in the dark, I think we're talking about mounting a very expensive undercover operation.
It's already mounted.
Yes.
Top-notch professionals hired by me.
I have extensive resources at my disposal.
Extensive resources are what is needed, Mr. Martin. I think here we're out of your league.
Gentlemen, I'll say this once. I don't give a tinker's damn what you think about me as Tad Martin. But as Ted Orsini, I am the CEO of the internationally acclaimed Orsini Vineyards. Palmer, seems to me you've already given a small fortune to people who couldn't find their way home. And as far as you're concerned, if it wasn't for your misguided arrogance, none of us would be here in the first place. So if you two boys want to start talking about different leagues, maybe you should have a seat on the bench. I'll gladly pay for everything, including your top-notch professionals.
Some things are free.
Bravo.
Contact with New York's finest. I'll bring him in on this.
No red flags. Nothing official.
No, just one friend talking to another friend. Nothing surprising. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, now we'll need a list of exactly what jewelry was taken.
Oh, golly, we don't really know exactly what she took.
If you don't, it doesn't matter. All you got to do is check with your insurance writers. You. Why don't you go upstairs and comb through your son's room inch by inch? Brooke and I have already done it, but there's a good chance that you might find something that we'd missed, some clue about their destination. What? You don't like the idea of sifting through your son's room? Maybe you've got a better idea. Like the one you had when you decided to sue for custody again. Remember, none of this would have happened if it weren't for you, Chandler.
I would be happy to search my son's room.
All right, now, we'll need a command post, someplace central where we can all call into.
Count on us. Right, Hayley?
You bet.
You've been great so far.
Thanks. We're kicked this into high gear, but I got to take care of something. Clear the boards. Hold the fort. Be back. See you.
What about you? What are you going to do?
What else? I'm going to New York.
Come on, let's go make a pot of coffee.
4 adults to make a pot of
Can you check the airports? You know, your friend could probably do it quickly. Just in case we'll have Adam's professional double check to run up his tab. Does Brian have a passport?
I don't know.
We'll find out. Stay in touch.
Roger. See you later. Still can't believe it. Welcome home.
Thanks. Don't worry.
Adios, amigos.
So long. Counselor? Sure as hell hope we get lucky.
Yeah, you got that right. Tell you what, though, I don't envy you much. Riding back into town and then first thing having to jump on a speeding train.
Yeah. It's kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Cat. I hope you realize the kind of impression you just made on this bunch of people here.
Jack, the only thing I realize is that I'm right back where I started. I've got to protect Dixie again. And I've got to make Adam pay for it. Again.
I can't bear to say goodbye.
It's not goodbye.
You'll be home before you know it. And Dixie will be here as well. Well, I'll pray for that just as hard as I can.
Don't you start crying. You know that makes me crazy. You know it does.
You. Good night, darling. Good night.
See you later.
Have a safe trip, Reese. Well, you don't have to worry about me. I shed all my tears. I'm all tapped out. I'm just so proud of you.
Change mine, apparently.
Yeah, my little boy, all grown up into a magnificent man. Boy, she must have been one terrific woman, that lady in California. She did a great job of being your mama. Wish I could thank her.
She would have gotten a kick out of you.
You mean that?
Yeah. I was lucky. With Nola and you. Mama.
Oh, thank you.
Your mother missed you, Ted. She never forgot you.
Oh, no, and I never will, never in a million years. Well, I guess we better get back, though, or little Peter is going to think that I forgot him.
We can't have that, can we?
No.
You keep us posted, right?
All right, well, good night, sweetie pie. Welcome home.
I'll find you, Dixie. Some way, somehow. I swear it. Morning. I didn't remember whether or not you were an early riser, so,
Oh,
brought you some donuts anyway.
Ted, hi. Come in. Actually, I haven't been to bed yet.
Listen, come on in. I don't know whether to say welcome back or welcome home.
As long as you say anything, it's good to see your face. Especially a face of somebody who doesn't think that Ted Orsini was just a product of my overactive imagination.
Listen, how was the service for Nola?
Stately, reverent, everything she wasn't.
She was a hell of a lady.
She was that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anything. I just wanted to tell you that I decided to push off to New York and try to bring Dixie back to Pine Valley.
The role of Brian Bodine is being played by Brian L. Green.
Hey, this place isn't too shabby. Scope it out, guys. What do you think?
Hey, look. This place is nice. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice.
Yeah.
And the rent's not too steep.
Mm-hmm.
Other places that we saw, they were like twice the rent and half the size. And there's that great park down the block for Junior.
And super clean. Not huge, but big enough to fit 3 in style.
Ah, I say we go for it, sir.
Done deal.
Excellent.
That is, if it's Jake with Junior here.
Hey, baby, what do you say? You want to live here?
I want to go back home.
Baby, this is going to be our home now. Do you remember what we talked about in the car? How if we all wanted to be together, we had to leave Pine Valley so we could be a family? You still want that, don't you?
I want to go home.
We can't, honey. We just can't.
Come here. Come here. Right up here. You know, I know how weird it feels to be the new kid on the block. But what I bet you don't know is that you can have more than one hometown. Take your old room. It's a great room, full of lots of good memories. But once you get a couple of Christmases and Halloweens under your belt, then you tell me if this place doesn't feel like home. And your old swing? You got yourself a brand new park down the street with a jungle gym and a water slide. Had too many cars? Just try closing your eyes and counting how many cars make it through a green light. Yeah, you see what I mean? Sure, you're gonna miss some of the old things, but you can make up new memories as you go along. And before you can say, Barney the dinosaur, this house and this town is gonna fit just like the old one did. It will. I double swear. Because you know why? We're the glue, kiddo. The real stuff. You, me, and your mom. You sit us down anywhere, and we're gonna make it. Because wherever we are, that's home. Now, are you still homesick?
No.
Well, my man. Come here. Come here. Tickle, 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 tickle. Adam has hired every private eye between Passaic and the Adirondacks. Every railroad station, bus depot, and airport is covered. If we're lucky, we should get wind of Brian and Dixie within 24 hours.
Seem on top of things here.
I guess so. You know, when I left to take Nola back home to Napa, I was pretty much running away from my past. Now that I'm back, I don't know whether I'm the new me or the old me, but one way or the other, you were definitely the road back. I couldn't have done it without you. Is that Jamie?
Oh, probably our voices woke him up. He'll go back to sleep.
No, no. On the contrary, bring him out here. I'd love to meet him. Is it okay?
Yeah, I'll come right up.
Well, looks like you and Brooke are making some progress.
Yeah, things seem to be going at a slow crawl.
Oh, look who this is.
He's my best boy. Tad, this is...
Can I see you?
This is Jamie.
Here, you hold on to that, okay? Yes. Oh, he's a little jock. Oh, yes, little Joe Montana. You are such a charmer. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, yes, you are a heartbreaker, I can tell. You know something? The picture that your mother showed me of you did not do you justice. Now, what's that? What's that, huh? Oh, you are a heartbreaker. Yeah, I'll bet you got that from your daddy, huh? Huh? Did you? Did you get that from your daddy? Did you? Who's that over there? Huh? Who's there? What? Sorry, I'll bet if I open my mouth a little wider, I could get both feet in.
Oh, no. It's okay. No, I mean, he is. He's a heartbreaker. Yeah, you know, his playgroup is full of devoted admirers.
I'll bet it is. Come here, you. Come here, you. Tell me something. Did I ever have a talent for this? Kids, I mean. You know? I mean, on a scale from 1 to 10, was I W.C. Fields or Mr. Rogers?
I'd say you were definitely above average.
Yeah, well, Nola was always after me to give her a passel of grandchildren. She used to call little bits of immortality, like this little guy here. Yes. Well, I used to bust her chops and say who wants to live forever, but you know, she was onto something. Yes, she was onto something, but you...
I think probably most men don't feel that until they hold their own child in their arms.
Oh, I don't know about that. Dixie and I were always looking forward to the day we could have a little tuta of our own. Yeah.
I know, that was something Dixie wanted very much.
Yeah, I was always worried that we didn't have enough money. Tell you the truth, when she took that home pregnancy test, came out negative, I was pretty relieved.
I think she said it was the one thing she regretted. She didn't have a son or a child, sort of to carry on, you know, when she thought you were gone.
If we're lucky, she comes home, we work it out, maybe we can start working on having our own little piece of immortality, huh? Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to wait for that gleam in your eye until you find Dixie.
Yep, you're right about that. One way or another, Gotham awaits.